because you have great architects.
Like plants on the walls, stunning to see.
For people of our age, people want to save money to buy a house or
Houses,
an apartment. Yeah,
I was
a nerd.
trifouillé. Yeah, I'm a nerd also. So yeah.
I think there is a trend of DIY in France. People do a lot of pottery,
Yeah,
knitting.
knitting. When I was younger, since my family was kind of poor, and I couldn't ask my mom to like, yeah, can you buy me this? Can you buy me this? So when I had the toy that I really liked, when it was broken, I was like, I'm gonna fix it.
Wow,
Yeah.
すごい。Rent a house or do you have your own house right now?
We're renting.
Renting.
Yeah,
Okay.
renting. We plan on buying sometime, but as of now, not enough money.
I
And
see,
still, since I'm a student and since she's
Yeah,
freelance,
yeah.
it's
Said.
way harder.
確かに。May I ask how old you are?
29.
29. You look very young.
24歳です。
I thought you said student, but if you're like 19 or 20, still you look very young.
That's because I had some years during which I worked to have a bit of money, and then I went to study. I started my studies later. That's why.
I see. Okay, ありがとうございます。Which one is more common, like buying house or renting house for your country?
Buying.
Yeah,
Buying.
Buying.
For people of our age, people want to save money to buy a house
Houses,
or an apartment. Yeah, it's the goal of every people in their 30s.
Yeah, maybe because the rent is very expensive out there,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Okay. あ
like
りがとうございます。
way too expensive.
I bet.
Especially since we're in Paris, and in Paris, even like the worst thing you can find is like around 600,000 euros.
Even very small apartments, and so you have to buy to be in a comfortable situation.
Uh,
I see. I see.
Also because like we're like city people. If you want to buy, like you have to get out of the cities and to go in the rural parts of the country. And since we still want to live near a city and everything, it's way harder to
Yeah,
buy.
I bet.
So yeah,
I see.
it's better to rent as of now.
I see. But your goal is like buying your house. Not like,
We're like putting money, saving money to do that still.
Okay, I see. We have a lot of earthquake, like
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
yeah. I think that's the one reason why we don't really buy a house. Since we have a lot of earthquake, we
Yeah.
have to consider about it. Like, what
Yeah.
if it's broken?
And
There are no insurances.
yeah.
Some company do that, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, like I guess most insurances don't cover like for
Yeah.
earthquakes because it's a lot of money they have to
Exactly.
yeah.
That's why personally I prefer renting.
Yeah. But we plan on going to live in Japan. That's also why I'm learning Japanese, and she will start learning soon. So maybe we'll never buy.
ありがとうございます。Did you see like Japanese building like houses? Like Japanese style houses?
Like traditional houses.
This has to be traditional, but I bet it's like different from your country's like building.
We don't enter a lot of houses because we are staying at a hostel. But I think some buildings are really great because you have great architects. Famous architects.
Yeah.
And,
Like plants on the walls, big trees, stunning to see.
it's not like Haussmannian buildings
Yeah.
in Paris.
Paris has its kind of architecture, but
Traditional.
since we live in Paris, we don't care anymore. We want to see other things.
Okay, ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
Yeah. Do you guys do like DIY? Do you know DIY? Like do it yourself?
Yeah, DIY.
Because Japanese people don't do that, I think,
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
And personally, yes. Like whenever like something gets broken, whenever like small things that if I have things at my home that Yeah, I'd say personally I can do some DIY, and I like to like repair broken stuff. So yeah.
That's great. How did you learn about it? Like by yourself or your parents?
Yeah, like in French there's a word that's trifouiller, and I don't know how you could translate that. Like it's like when you just touch an object and see how it works, and just want to understand how it works, and like
For electronics, for example. Or...
I took some time before knowing what I wanted to do in the future. So I did like two kind of schools before knowing where I wanted to go. Two kind of high schools. The first high school I did was one when I learned about a bit about electronics and informatics. So it helped me to
Understand how it works.
yeah. Since when I was younger, I was
Nerd.
trifouiller. Yeah, I'm a nerd also. So yeah. And since when I was younger, I was like trying to understand every object, like every item that I used. I was like, yeah.
So I feel like you can do a lot of stuff by yourself. Is it like only you or like as culture, your culture?
I don't know. I think it depends on where you come from. Like, not like places, but your social class, you know. And so my family was kind of poor. So
Okay.
when I was a kid, like when a toy got broken, and I know it could be fixed, you know, like. Alarms are very like stressing in.
Is it different?
Yeah. If I hear this kind of alarm,
An earthquake.
at first I thought it was an earthquake alarm. Yeah.
No.
That's
It's
what
like
I say.
everyday stuff.
When I was younger, since my family was kind of poor and everything, I knew I couldn't ask my mom to like, yeah, can you buy me this? Can you buy me this? So
Okay.
when I had the toy that I really liked, at first I tried to be like take care of it, and when it was broken, I was like, no, I don't like this.
I'm gonna fix it.
I'm gonna fix it.
Wow,
Yeah.
すごい。
But I think there is a trend of DIY in France because
C'est vrai.
yeah, people do a lot of pottery.
Yeah.
Comme ça. Tricoter, knitting.
Yeah.
Knitting.
Knitting.
So a lot of people return to old activities
Yeah.
like your grandma could do, you know.
Yeah.
It's
And-
a trend.
Oh,
Even-
it's nice trend.
More and more people in their houses, when they have a backyard, you know, they are doing
Gardening.
gardening,
Oh,
like
wow.
planting fruits, vegetables, and everything. So yeah, I think it's becoming more and more.
A trend.
Common thing.
Yeah,
Trend.
trend, yeah.
Wow.
Also
That's a
because things
nice
are
trend.
getting expensive.
Yeah.
But maybe it's more citizen in cities, you know. And you, in Japan, there is a lot of DIY and.
Actually, no. If it's broken, we're gonna call like company. Hey, can you fix it?
Yeah. And
But-
maybe for clothes, no, people are not doing their clothes, or maybe.
Yeah, if it's very, very like small thing, I think
Okay.
I do it. But
Okay.
if it's big thing, I will no way.
In Japan, it's also because like it's the leading country in electronics and everything. So I think since electronics are less expensive here, since people can way more, maybe it's because of that it's there's less DIY in Japan than maybe in America or Europe. Since Japan is very leading country in electronics.
ありがとうございます。Thank you for the opinion. Okay, that will be the question. Do you have anything you wanna ask or you wanna say?
I want to tell people to never stop thinking about Palestine. What is happening in Palestine is really important.
That's our message.
Like, yeah.
Thank you so much.